that not good enough for you? Not titty for you?
I could use some more titty.
Oh, Date.
What's wrong?
What's the matter?
You look like you have a lot on your mind.
Yeah, I forgot what we were doing.
Yeah. I just found out online.
Mizuki's dad died. So we're
Corpse at Bloom
investigating
Park. That was Renju's ex-wife, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So that was Mizuki's mom. Mizuki saw her own mom. And I just left her. But I didn't know. I knew her as Shoko Nadami. Her last name is different. I didn't know that was Mizuki's mother. I want to apologize to her. I need to tell her that I'm sorry.
That's nice, kid, but I think I need to talk to this receptionist.
Hey now, that's awfully aggressive. You're an alpha type, aren't you? I kind of like that.
He's pissed at you.
I kind of like you.
Oh, but there is one little thing you I'm a reptilian. Is that going to be a problem?
What's a reptilian?
A reptilian humanoid alien. They are said to be shapeshifters that take on...
Yeah, that is definitely...
Oh, too bad. Iris? You mean
trying to fuck
Asa?
with us to get us to go away.
Good question.
Yes.
Good question.
I think she should.
I don't have an answer for you.
She's recording a podcast in the underground studio. If you need her right away, I can try contacting her.
No, it's fine.
Fuck you, Oda. No, tell her she's cute.
You get asked out a lot, don't you? I don't know why you're sitting here behind a desk.
But despite my looks, I am a bit too... I couldn't get into it now.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I turned 36 this year.
You're kidding.
She turns 36.
Hey, I mean, if she's 36, I'm 36.
How old is Dante?
Dante
Dante. Whatever the fuck this guy's name is.
is 32? You can check the menu.
That one is called Lying, Wishing, Marking Demons.
What do I get?
Case files. Okay, so it's not just Mass Effect that's doing it. I think something got fucked up in the menu. Could you go back to for a second? Okay, see how the text is cut off? Oh, that's the game then. Sound on screen. Where's the remote?
No idea. Did you fix it?
I know there's a way to change it. I can't remember where it is though. There we go. Got it. Figured it out. Okay, should be ready now. Oh, if we look at the case notes, Date is 30. We do not have a profile for the secretary. Here's all the pictures you gathered. Some beta designs for Date. That would have been really fucking cool. But we know Date, and he cannot be cool. He has to be a fucking loser.
You don't like Date?
No, I mean, I like him, but he's a huge fucking nerd, and that's kind of the charm. Alright, that looks a little better, honestly. Girl with big tits sitting behind the counter. Yes, that's what I've decided to call her. Not to her face, of course.
Hey, girl with the big tits.
Date, no!
Excuse me?
Shit, I said it to her face.
I want to run away and never look back.
Date's eyeball just pops out of it. Just gets up and starts walking away.
Stop.
Alright. Bless you! Don't die!
Sorry.
Stop dying!
Nowhere. Just doing my normal routine.
I don't know your normal routine.
I went to a doujin store to look at the new releases. Then I ate some ramen at Jiro's, and then headed over to the PC cafe to browse threads. You know, normal.
If that's normal, I haven't had a normal day in my life. Mizuki didn't seem like she was angry with you.
I love how the receptionist is looking at her.
Yeah, it's not a private conversation or anything.
What? You met Mizuki? Oh, at the interrogation.
Yeah.
That's right. He doesn't know I live with Mizuki. I have no reason to hide it, but it's sort of hard to explain. Yeah, I spoke to Mizuki at her, questioning.
You're sick, Date.
What?
Questioning? That sounds dirty. If I were writing a light novel, that's exactly how I would...
What kind of novels are you writing, kid?
I don't know anything.
What did I just ask?
I've only seen Renju a couple of
Why do you
times.
think press L1? About Renju's case.
I didn't think it was possible to be this bad at lying.
Though it is plainly obvious, I did a thermal check on... This is his current body temperature.
That's what I thought. Have you forgotten, Ota? You're my thrall. You don't want me to tell Iris your secret, do you?
Huh?
Wait, it's no big deal. I just...
You better start talking.
Okay,
They date receptionist. They jiggle.
last night I was
Oh, I
walking
don't
over to
know.
Sunfish Pocket, and I saw Renju come out of the building.
Was he alone? Someone was with him. A man. No. A woman.
Let's do this for every fucking
Okay,
one
look.
thing.
I can tell you're trying to protect her, but you have to help me out. Was it Iris?
No, it definitely for sure wasn't Tessa.
Got it. So Renju was with Iris.
Okay, fine. There's no point in hiding it, I guess. You're right. Renju came out of the building with Tessa. But Tessa has nothing to do with this. She wouldn't murder anyone. She wouldn't hurt a fly.
Have we met Tessa?
Yeah, Iris.
Okay.
Tessa, Asa, Iris, they're all the same person.
She's an idol. Idols don't kill people.
You need to stop putting her on a pedestal.
Tessa is a savior to me.
Idols don't kill people. Looks at Sayaka. Oops.
Looks at Sayaka. Oh god, I just forgot her name. Junko.
Idol is a very specific profession. It's typically more common in Japan.
The Tessa I know wouldn't hurt anyone. The first time I met her, I had a bad case of writers, and I saw all this awful negativity online. I lost sight of what I really wanted to write.
He is talking like a professional, though he hasn't published anything.
Yeah.
Then, by pure chance, I found a video of Tessa singing and dancing, and it made me realize something You don't have to care what people think, you know? If you do your best at what you believe in, your message will get through to people. That attitude is something all great creators need to have. After that, I became a huge ASET fan and got over my writer's block. And I know I'm not the only one Tessa has inspired. A lot of otaku like me say that Tessa is their savior. She cheers them up when they're down. So there's no way Tessa can be involved in murder. Absolutely impossible.
We're talking to this in front of the secretary.
But do you suspect her?
I need to hear her side of the story. If I do, I might find out she's totally innocent. If you truly believe that she didn't do it, you should tell me everything.
But...
Do it for Iris.
Around 6:15, I guess.
I just realized his fanny pack.
Yeah?
I'm just now realizing it. I don't pay attention to you.
Where did they go?
I didn't see. They got into Renju's car and drove off.
And what did you do?
I went inside Sunfish Pocket, but I saw a sign that said the entire club was reserved. I figured I would just go home.
What happened?
Date.
Iris, there's something I need to... Come with me.
It's not a loading screen.
Thank you for reminding me. Okay, this is gonna be very weird, but my eyeball's gonna pop out. And it's gonna talk to you.
Iris, I'm going to ask you some questions. Please answer honestly. However, you do not have to say anything that might incriminate you.
The right to remain silent? You're treating me like a criminal.
Not exactly. I'm just looking for the truth. And I would appreciate your cooperation. What were you doing from 7 to 9 last night?
I was at home the whole time.
You're sure?
Yes.
Iva, thermograph.
There is no noticeable rise in Iris's body temperature.
She isn't lying.
Not necessarily. We must consider the possibility that she is a natural
With that kind of confidence, her temperature wouldn't change.
Correct.
Renju's estimated time of death was 8 p.m. If Iris' story is true...
There is another Even if Iris was at home, she could have killed...
You mean... I'll ask again. You are sure you were at home around...
Yes.
Can I ask your mother about your alibi?
You can, but there'd be no point.
Why is that?
My mom wasn't home. She came back home early this morning.
This morning?
Yeah.
Where was she?
I don't know.
You don't know. Come to think of it, Iris' mom had connections to
Hitomi did mention that yesterday.
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now.
However, we have nothing to link her to the case.
But I am curious. What was Hitomi doing last night? Here's what Ota told me. Yesterday around 6:15 p.m., you and Renju came out of the Sunfish Pocket building. Is that true?
Yes. Mr. Okiura called me and told me he wanted me to come to Sunfish Pocket, ASAP.
Around what time was that?
5 p.m., I think. I got ready, then headed over there. I guess I got there about an hour later.
Date, I checked her call history. At 4:58 p.m., there is a record of a call to Iris from Renju's phone.
What were you doing with Renju?
He asked me about a job.
What kind of job?
He rented out Sunfish Pocket for a party and he wanted me to MC. He said that it was an important party and that a lot of big shots were gonna be there, but the girl he asked to do it originally got sick and couldn't come. But I turned him down.
Why?
Because I'm just an internet idol. I've never done any MCing before, especially with important people being there.
What did you do after you turned him down?
I left with Mr. Okiura at 6:15 p.m. That must have been when Ota saw me.
And after that?
I asked Mr. Okiura to take me home in his car. I got home at 7 p.m. I was home the rest of the night.
What do you think, Iva?
I cannot detect any contradictions. However, her story appears almost too organized. Human memory is ambiguous. Her use of exact times leads me to be suspicious.
That's true.
Yeah, thank goodness you said it. I was gonna say something.
I heard you used to work at Sunfish Pocket.
That's right.
How
I also
long?
know already that Iris is fucking weird, so...
A little over a year.
Working there that long, you're probably pretty familiar with the equipment.
Yeah, I guess.
What about the surveillance camera? Do you know where those tapes were stored?
What are you trying to say?
When did you find out Renju was killed?
This morning, on the news.
And you were with Renju last night? You didn't think to call the police and inform them of this?
Oh, sorry. Is that something you're supposed to do? I had a podcast to record this morning, so if I went to the police, I'd be late. And that would cause everyone a lot of trouble, you know?
You're being such a shit.
Am I a suspect?
It's not like that.
It's fine, Date. It's true that I met with Mr. Okiura yesterday, but how do I put this? It's impossible that I'm the killer.
Why?
I'm a teenage girl. Mr. Okiura is a fully grown man.
Oh, she's got a point. A girl like her could have stabbed, poisoned, or shot him dead, but strangling?
No, it's still possible. You see.
It's been a while. It's been a minute.
Why could Iris have killed Renju? If you want to look at the evidence, you press X. If you want to actually present it, you press square.
The autopsy determined that Renju vacated his bowels for muscle relaxation upon death. However, no trace of this was found on the corpse or at the scene. This means that it is highly likely Renju was killed elsewhere and moved to where he was found. Renju's estimated TOD is yesterday, around 8 p.m. Numerous hemorrhages in the blood vessels of the throat and face indicate strangulation. The weapon used to commit the murder was some kind of twisted cloth. The criminal likely wrapped it around Renju's neck and pulled. Renju then suffocated. The more precise cause of death is cerebral circulation failure due to vessel closure in the neck. In short, Renju was strangled from behind with some kind of cloth or rope. The autopsy discovered a high concentration of benzodiazepine in Renju's body. This drug is commonly used as a sedative. It is likely that Renju was in a state of compromised consciousness before his death.
A heavy concentration of sedatives were discovered in Renju's body. Renju was practically in a coma before he died. He wouldn't have struggled.
So, Iris could have strangled him.
Wait a minute. Even if I was somehow able to kill him, the rest of it is impossible.
The rest of it?
Like hanging up his body?
How do you know that?
What do you mean? It's all over the news.
That's true. Renju weighed about 160 pounds. Even if she used her entire body weight, I don't think she could have hauled him up.
Right. It would be hard for her to do it with her strength alone, but with a little ingenuity, it could be done.
Ingenuity?
The oil drum inside Sunfish Pocket, the type that has a lid you can open, with about a 200-liter capacity. Empty, it weighs approximately 44 pounds.
Would it be the drum?
No.
Which one is it?
Try Discovery. Just look at it.
Renju's corpse was discovered at the maid cafe Sunfish Pocket, hanging from a beam on the ceiling by a wire. He was found over the counter. The wire was attached on both ends. One end was attached to a hook that was embedded inside Renju's jaw. The other end was attached to beer kegs found on the floor. The kegs hold approximately 20 liters of liquid. They weigh approximately 55 pounds each.
It went like this. First, Renju was laid out on the counter. Next, the wire was thrown over the beam and connected to the hook in his jaw. Then all you need to do is put the 3 beer kegs on the counter.
You think a teenage girl could have done that?
I'm sure it was hard. The kegs weighed 55 pounds each. But that's not impossible, even for a teenage girl.
I guess it isn't impossible.
After that, you get on top of the counter, hook the other end of the wires to the kegs, and then, what do you think happens if you kick the kegs off the counter?
The 3 kegs weighed 165 pounds altogether. Renju weighs 5 pounds less. I guess that would make it possible. But there is one more thing.
What?
Considering the state of the crime scene, it's clear Renju was killed elsewhere and brought to where we found him. If Iris is the culprit, how did she move the body?
Hey!
I know. You're going to say you couldn't have moved a 160-pound body.
Unfortunately for her, she could have.
How?
Sunfish Pocket is located on the 2nd floor. According to the records, from 6:30 p.m. until the body was found, the elevator stopped on the 2nd floor only once. At 8:55 p.m., the total weight detected in the elevator was approximately...
So it's not the elevator yet. Yes, it's the oil drum.
And Renju's weight?
No. It's not the weight yet. How do you prove
Oh,
that?
the watch.
Do you know what this is? It's Renju's favorite watch. This was discovered inside an empty oil drum at Sunfish Pocket.
Hey, Date, I know you're on a roll right now, but could you please report things like that according to protocol?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying it wouldn't be so hard to move a body if it were in a cylinder. You would just have to roll it.
So you're saying Renju's body was moved inside the drum, which is how the watch came off. But the suspect didn't notice it.
I'm not saying anything for sure. Just pointing out that it's possible.
I didn't do it! You don't even have any witnesses! If I were rolling an oil drum in the middle of the street, people would have noticed!
You could have put it in a car and driven it.
I don't have a license!
Doesn't mean you can't drive. Even an AI can drive nowadays.
Are you mocking me?
Don't make sudden outbursts like that.
You insulted me!
Just be quiet.
Who are you talking to?
My eyeball. Boss.
Anyway, Iris, you weigh about 105 pounds, right?
Where is this coming from?
If only you weighed more. Or less.
That is none of your business.
No, I mean that your weight is relevant to the case. If the oil drum was used to transport the corpse, then the possibility of the suspect being around 105 pounds is extremely likely.
Why do you say that?
Now the elevator. Oops, wrong button. Wrong.
Iris, on which floor is Sunfish Pocket located?
On the second floor?
That's right. So, I checked the elevator records. Before the corpse was discovered, the elevator only stopped at the second floor once, at 8:55 p.m. And we discovered that the total cargo weight on the elevator was about 310 pounds. Renju weighed 160. The oil drum weighs 44. Together, that's about 205. Subtracting that from 310...
This doesn't look good.
Why are you...
Now, this obviously doesn't prove you're the murderer. A lot of people weigh 105 pounds. Or someone could have put 105 extra pounds in the elevator, sent it up, and taken the stairs to throw us off the trail. However...
Date, stop. Iris is acting strange. Don't turn around.
Why not?
Just stay put. Keep your eyes on the wall. There are several cameras in this room. 2 surveillance cameras installed at the corners of the ceiling, and 1 camera on a tripod. I hacked each to gain access to their recordings. Look at this.
She's fidgeting around. Is she doing something under the desk?
That's what it looks like. But we need to confirm something before we confront her. We need to know that she's in fact doing something under the...
Without turning around?
Yes.
How would I do that?
She has her phone.
Ah, shit. Iris, what are you thinking?
You can't use
What
your
is
phone
that
in an
thing?
interrogation.
Hey, answer me, Iris.
She's definitely hiding something, Date. Sync with her.
I couldn't read the phone.
Don't worry, it'll show up again later.
Iris is experiencing REM sleep. Medication is working perfectly.
How about it, Date? Think you can do it?
Not a problem. Get it started.
The time limit is 6 minutes. So before time is up,
I know.
then let's begin.
Turn it off. Thank you.
Hey, cutie.
What is this place?
It looks depressing.
It's like a house.
How
that
is
turns
this
into
related to Iris?
It's a man that turns into a house on a full moon. It's a warehouse.
Huh.
Unknown. But there must be a connection.
Iris, what are you hiding?
Somnium scan. Activate. A CRT TV.
Smack it. Smack it. Smack it. Thank you.
Fixing it by hitting it is an old-fashioned approach.
Well, this is an old-fashioned object, so...
Oh, is that really? I thought you were just telling me some bullshit.
Nope.
What was that just now?
A child's drawing of a rat.
Iris must have drawn it.
It is not yet possible to determine that. Let's continue the investigation. There is much to interact with.
The most. You picked up the time and it has a negative effect. Negative timies can multiply time or force you to use them. If you pick one up, be careful.
How'd I pick one up?
The first one.
Yeah, but where did it come from?
It came from hitting the TV.
A full-body mirror.
I would not do any of these because you got the 2 x 2 on. So you want to do something that doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way.
It's kind of far away, but on the other end of the room there's a medicine cabinet there.
I see many objects in the room.
They're all wrong.
You can go back to the door.
A double door.
There we go.
It doesn't open. We don't have...
Now you've replaced it with 1/6.
Okay. Which one should I go to first? Medicine, mirror, or revolver?
Well, I know the answer, so...
A shelf.
Okay, how do
Various
I apply
things
the
have been
thing
placed
now?
on it.
L1?
L1 and then press X.
Use.
It appears to be a frog. A child's painting.
Let's hope it's not dangerous, or you might... croak?
Was that supposed to be funny?
No, I was just thinking about the meaning of the painting.
There does not appear to be a particular meaning.
I agree.
Did I fuck up?
5 minutes left, Date.
A shelf. Very...
That did not proceed, but I wouldn't say you fucked up.
Oh wait, that's...
Yeah, that sets it to 30.
How do I get it off?
Press circle.
A shelf. There is a sweet smell, like syrup or almonds.
Well, it's either a sweetener or...
Possibly nitroglycerin.
Be careful.
Because nitroglycerin explodes even from slight impacts, it is usually mixed with acetone to lower the sensitivity.
Acetone, huh?
I did not expect Iris to be aware of how to handle such dangerous chemicals. A shelf. Very...
Damn it! That's not what I wanted.
What?
You blew it up.
The explosions appear to have stopped.
The explosions made the room change.
This is a dangerous dream, but we must continue.
Oh, so I didn't need to look at the revolver.
4 minutes.
An operating table. It appears to be a butterfly reference book with pictures.
Oh, she's so excited. It's L1 and R1 to switch between the
This is a reference book of butterflies and moths.
Is it Iris's?
Unknown. There is no name written on it. A butterfly reference book. Go fly!
It disappeared. Like in quantum mechanics. When you touch a wall, your hand has an almost impossibly small chance of going through.
In this Somnium, it appears such phenomena will happen regularly.
Is Iris familiar with quantum mechanics?
I don't believe so.
TV. Oh, another TV.
An analog TV. A child's drawing.
This is a butterfly.
Right.
I hope this Somnium isn't from when she was a child.
3 minutes, Date.
Probably
An analog TV.
I am using it. Ah!
Nothing is happening. An analog... Understood. What was that? That was
creepy.
I nearly pissed my pants.
An analog.
You smacked that TV so hard it called you daddy.
A full body. Are you sure I can break this mirror?
No, I don't think you have the strength to break it.
Then why did you ask me to?
Just punch it, and I'm not a pervert. You see? It won't break.
What was the point of that?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
A revolver. I do not see any bullets inside.
Just try it.
All right, I'll give it a shot. As I thought, this will not work.
We need a bullet.
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
It's an operating table.
Okay, I'm gonna need your help.
Alright, go back to the book.
A butterfly reference.
Rip it.
That will be difficult with it being this thick.
Thick. Your hint for this one is you have to destroy the TVs. Destroy the animals on the TVs.
Butterfly effect.
I suppose that is somewhat accurate.
The more you do, the less time you have.
But we have no choice but to investigate further.
Right.
Okay, so what is this?
So this TV is
A retro TV. Just a locker.
I don't know what I do with a bird. Is there a window? I can't release it. Can I shoot it? No.
angle's wrong.
In here?
A common gas canister.
Open the valve?
No. You need to stab it.
I need to stab it.
The prompts, the directions at the top say tear and stab it. You tear at the butterfly, and now you need to stab it. After
It's an
you pour the
operating
book,
table.
The locker and the gas canister appeared.
Just a locker. That was close. If this were the Delta Princess, I would have been stabbed.
Why was it booby-trapped?
I do not see anything else inside. Would you like me?
Good idea.
You have 1 minute left.
I'm
The
sorry,
knife
boss.
that
I
flew
suck
out
at
of
this
the
game.
locker.
As long as you use your timings, you're good. I mean, you just haven't been using them.
Seppuku.
Kill yourself.
Oh, seppuku. Oh, okay. Which one do I do?
Which one makes the most sense?
Seppuku. Throw it. I'm gonna fail again.
You're not gonna fail.
Like this? What? I only threw it lightly.
Good job, Christian. You stabbed the bird.
An oil drum, television, and torso.
I think I understand. I'm starting to see the picture.
I do not yet understand it.
What is it, cat?
The directions are shoot and kill.
A revolver.
So you've already established that you need a bullet. The new items are the oil drum and the torso.
A naked...
Not that one.
An oil drum. No use. I cannot take it off.
Maybe we don't have to open it.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
An oil drum.
Am I at the right thing?
Yes.
Wait, no.
Censored for your viewing pleasure.
That's really supposed to be censored.
Ugh. What does this mean? Bullets?
Maybe you can use them in that gun?
But I already don't have enough time.
Time's up!
A revolver.
Yeah, I won't even have enough time.
Can we use the bullets we found earlier?
This could work. I'll try
you got it. Damn, so didn't know you were packing some drugs underneath them robes. Those are some nice melons, Congressman. You did it with 0.01 seconds to spare.
Oh god.
Remember, if you choose the correct thing as the last option, it doesn't matter how much time you have left.
But I wasn't sure that was the last thing.
All you had to do was shoot it. Trust me, that was like one of the harder ones, so you're fine. I think there are only 2 more that are harder than that one.
What happened during that Somnium?
We saw the whole thing on the monitor.
But we're just as confused as you are.
Well, upon further reflection, it is not so strange. Dreams are developed outside of our conscious will. When you sink into Somnium, there is no guarantee of what you will discover.
What about the figure?
Could have been Iris herself.
That is a possibility. The sinker sees the subject's dream from the third person.
That means that Iris, she must have met So Tsujima somewhere.
We did see Congressman Tsujima in there.
We saw that shadow kiss him, too.
Did that happen in reality?
Not necessarily. I'm sure you've had dreams of kissing celebrities and porn stars, right?
The first part, yes, but the second part, no.
You sure about that? Anyway,
Boss.
you know what I mean.
A dream is not made up entirely of memories. It can include things outside of your memory, like TV or movies.
Even if the figure was supposed to be Iris, her smooch in Somnium does not necessarily reflect her actions in reality.
You can't use the word smooch.
Why not?
So we don't know if Iris and So are acquainted.
That's right. Because So is a celebrity of sorts. It's possible she just saw him on TV or online. Date, Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
Putting me to sleep when I wasn't expecting it? You cops are more rough than I thought.
You signed a consent form before you came in here, didn't you?
You forced me to sign it.
Anyway, Iris, I have some things I want to ask you.
What? Dream? What are you talking about?
The subject of the sink does not experience Som. Iris would not know about it.
I'm okay. Normal, I guess. Why? Did you do something that would make me sick?
Inside your head is all.
Inside my head? Yeah, I know his name and face. I've never met him.
You haven't?
I'm just an internet idol. It's not like I have connections to politicians or anything.
Iris, let me ask one thing. The message Ota sent you on Nile. I won't tell anyone about that thing. What is that thing?
I don't know. Ota's the one who wrote that. You should ask him.
Aiba, Ota's phone is still broken, right? But he definitely sent that Nile message.
Ota purchased a new phone in Akihabara yesterday.
The same number?
Yes.
Call it.
Connected.
Hey, it's Kaname Date. Where are you? Ota, I know you can hear me.
At home. I'm at home.
Got it. Wait right there. I'm coming over.
Is Tessa still at the police station?
Yes?
If you want me to talk, release her. Criminal Procedure Law number 198. Persons may refuse to heed a summons or leave the supervision of the police at any time unless they are arrested or detained. Tessa isn't a suspect. According to Article 223, this applies to all persons of interest. You haven't issued an arrest warrant for Tessa, right? So if you don't release her right now...
Damn.
Do we have a deal? You want my testimony, right? Bring Tessa here, and I promise I'll tell you everything I...
This kid is starting to get on my nerves.
So, what are you going to do?
Shit. Iris, come with me. We're going to Matsushita Diner.
Were you talking to Ota?
Yeah, telepathically. I have special powers. Anyway, let's go.
I remembered this time.
Good job.
Tessa!
Thank you, Ota. It's thanks to you.
That's right. It's not like you can do whatever you want just because...
Maybe not. But you better keep your
Yeah, I did. Yesterday in Akihabara. She's in the living room in the back. I think she's watching TV or something.
Okay.
Did you come all the way here just to ask me that?
So let's hear it. What is that thing?
That thing?
Don't play dumb. You sent that message to Iris.
Oh, Date, will you do me a favor?
What?
There's a picture on the counter.
Yeah, and...
I want you...
The photo.
Yes.
Bonk. Stupid Date. Hit him again, he's still awake! His eyes still looking around. Hit him again, Ota!
That's...
It's not freaky at all.
And the fact that no one mentions anything about it.
Head is pounding. What time is it?
The day has turned over. It is Monday, 2:50 a.m. You've been unconscious for nearly 5 hours.
Ota got me, didn't he?
He did. He struck you over the head with the walk.
Little bastard. Why did he...
I don't know, but afterward he ran off with Iris.
How do you know?
You had lost consciousness, but I was still watching. I recorded video of the incident. Take a look.
Tessa! I'll get the car.
You witch! You stay away from my boy!
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Ota.
Yeah, that's a little unusual.
Why didn't you chase them?
I'm sorry.
You should have jumped out of my eye and ran after them.
I couldn't move. The mechanics controlling my ambulatory motion were short-circuited by the blow.
That makes sense.
Date, the boss is calling.
How am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Video? Oh, hi, hey, Iris.
Iris.
It's probably fake, so we won't do anything.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
I kept my foot to the gas the whole time. I could feel the sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after the image changed.
That sick bastard.
It's polar bear time.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota!
Yeah, this was definitely staged.
Stay away from Tessa! Ah!
Date, we've almost reached the destination.
Please, please let me make it in time.
Am I even right? What? Because I'm right? Am I right?
You'll find out. Oh my god, Ota's been stabbed.
You okay?
Date,
Where did they go?
through the back door.
Just hang on, Ota. Help is on the way.
Don't worry. Iris is alive. Backup is en route to this location. Date, pursue the culprit.
All right, I'm on it.
Who the fuck is he talking to?
Any traces of the culprit?
Still nothing. We also didn't catch the culprit on any of the surveillance cameras. They probably got away through the back alley.
While wearing a polar bear costume.
Maybe they took it off and threw it in the ocean.
If it were filled with something heavy, it would sink to the bottom.
It's still ongoing, but they haven't found anything of note yet. Date, Aiba, go to the warehouse again and investigate. You two might be able to find some useful clues.
Tell me twice.
So, Sejima? He was in Iris' Somnium yesterday.
Right. But Iris says she's never met him.
Why not ask So about it?
So lives in Azabu, right? I guess I could.
You should ask Aiba about that.
Yes, I have already done some research. Okiura Fishery is owned by the Okiura we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
So it's a coincidence the criminal chose that location?
Unknown.
They're giving statements at HQ right now. The line is pretty long.
You could just talk to Mizuki.
Right. She's part of the Okiura family too. Oh, speaking of. Hey boss, did you end up sending anyone to take care of Mizuki yesterday?
Jeez, you're finally getting around to asking that? Yes, she's fine. I had one of our new recruits take her. She took her back to your house, so Mizuki should still be there.
So Mizuki's at home.
And I'm fairly certain she's furious with you after leaving her alone with Mama, I mean.
They were taken to Central Hospital. Ota's surgery went well. He's in treatment now. He's stable, nothing life-threatening. Iris, though.
Is she still in surgery?
Yeah.
Iris's left eye was forcibly removed. Because the optic nerve is connected to the brain, the surgery will take some time to complete.
Of course. Hitomi's at the hospital, waiting for the surgery to finish.
And Mayumi?
She was at the hospital earlier, waiting for Ota to get out. I think she went back home to get some clothes and things for Ota's hospital stay.
Date, last night, Mayumi left the diner to chase after Iris and Ota. Perhaps she knows something.
Yeah, she might. Let's listen to Mayumi's story. Alright, boss. I'm going to investigate all this.
Got it. We're counting on you.
Let's go, Aiba.
Roger that.
Two cars.
Sorry,
These cars have been parked here since before 3:17 a.m.
I'm checking it. Don't worry.
One van and one station wagon.
I thought there was only one path for this.
This station wagon is a stolen car.
Stolen?
Last night, the owner of the vehicle reported it was stolen at 10:33 p.m. The theft occurred in Fuchu, Tokyo, in the parking lot of Famisto, a convenience store along Koshu Highway.
The Famisto parking lot, huh?
The car was stolen while the owner was shopping inside the store. The doors might have even been unlocked, which would have made the theft easy for the culprit.
Who owns the van?
The Matsushita family. It appears as though it was used for transporting ingredients and supplies.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Ota's fingerprints were found on the steering wheel. Iris's fingerprints were found around the passenger. Those were the only prints recently.
Was there anything else found inside the car?
There was one thing.
What was it?
Ota's cell phone. The one he purchased 2 days ago, and it slid under the driver's seat.
Where's the phone now?
Its data is being inspected and...
Who took the car?
Ota Matsushita.
What?
Ota got into the car and drove off. The security cameras at the convenience store caught the entire... Ota's fingerprints were also found on the steering wheel of that car. There is no doubt that it was Ota.
The stream of the polar bear started around 3 a.m.
Correct. About 10 minutes later, Ota appeared on screen.
Ota stole the car at 10:33 p.m. That makes 4.5 hours until he appeared on screen.
I cannot find anything in the vicinity that could be a clue.
Me either. Let's check inside the warehouse.
I remember you telling me if it's green, it still needs to be looked at. I'm learning.
Good job.
Wow, it's cold in here.
The air conditioners have stopped. However, the insulation in the walls has kept the room...
I should finish this investigation before I freeze to death.
Well then, you had better get started.
Was she?
Good one, Date.
Have I asked you before?
Yeah.
Wait, give me a second. It has something to do with...
Where are you getting this from? I have a pretty unique... Do you remember now?
Yeah, I think I've got it. It was 3 syllables. Something like...
You remember all that, but not my... You still don't...
No, not yet, but I've almost got 3 syllables. Kodaka, right?
Not even... Do you want me to just...
No, give me a...
It starts with ka.
Starts with ka, 3 syllables.
You're making this sound like a riddle.
Is it... Kanaiza?
Yeah, sure, man. That's my name.
I didn't even...
His name is Kanaiza.
What was it before?
Kagami. Probably born between June 22nd and July 22nd.
No, nothing so far. No, unfortunately I live alone. With a job like this, I don't really get the chance to meet...
Once this case is wrapped up, how about you and I go to a cabaret club to get...
Hey, now you're talking. You're buying, right?
Sure, I'll expense it.
I recorded that conversation. I will be sending it to the boss later.
On second thought, why don't we...
Aw, lame.
I can't, like, I just, like...
I can't put it on
Yeah,
my
wish it were under better circumstances. Too bad you're not a girl. This could be the start of something.
Yeah, thinking the same thing.
Come on, bother him again. That must be Ota's blood. That's where he was stabbed.
What's your name?
That's my friend Kanaiza. The inspector's doing his duties as usual. Alright, you're done.
An evidence mark.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them. I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse, Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
That's convenient.
The tires of the forklift are clearly frozen to the...
It hasn't been moved in a long time. What are you thinking?
Nothing. It just seemed noteworthy.
"3 a.m. this morning.
If Ota hadn't come to save her, it would... That machine is used to cut ice. We have gathered testimony from the workers. This has always been in the warehouse, so the suspect did not bring it.
Any fingerprints?
Nothing. No fingerprints have been found at the scene at all. This entire warehouse is clean.
I see.
Well, except for that blood stain.
And wouldn't Oto's fingerprints be on it since he grabbed the handle?
Oto wears gloves.
That's right. Forgot about that.
There are only a few items on the shelf. Is this warehouse not in use?
Max. That was weird. Oh, hold on, hold on.
Hmm?
Hold on.
Oh.
Huh. There's something there.
Thank you. I couldn't find the shadow.
You should go pick it up.
Huh. I recognize this.
An Odoroki Man chocolate. You've been collecting them for 3 years. Each chocolate contains a special sticker inside. Years ago, you started buying them for Mizuki. But eventually, you got hooked. Even after Mizuki lost interest, you kept buying them.
That's a bittersweet
Such a
memory.
bad.
The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why is this here?
Perhaps we can use it as a clue. Let's investigate further.
Maybe there's some chocolate inside. Maybe these policemen should throw their fucking
Oh, it's freezing.
Date, we're at our limit. We've examined everything of interest here. Let's go.
I agree.
Oops. Hey, aren't you cold?
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
You missed this.
He's rubbing his fingies together and breathing on his hands. He's so cold.
Is there any particular order I need to do this in? Or does it matter?
I don't think it matters.
No, I do have a question.
No. What's the question?
I take it, are there multiple endings to this?
Yes and no. You'll find out.
Like, I know there are twists that make it seem like endings.
Who might you be?
It's me, Kaname Date. We met yesterday. I gave you my card.
Oh. So how can I help you? Oh, this? This is a family photo from when Ota was still small. I wanted to look at it again. I'm a horrible mother. I've always caused trouble for my husband and Ota. They've helped me so many times. I am such a burden. But they were always smiling. They were so kind. I remember a gift they gave me one Mother's Day. They knew how much I liked floral patterns. So they gave me this apron and a kitchen knife. Oh, I was so happy. I was crying and smiling, and that's what this photo is from. It's kind of embarrassing, but isn't it such a nice photo?
Yes, that's very nice, Mayumi.
Where is Jasmine?
Oh, who knows?
Date, I did some research on her husband, Ota's... His name is Matsushita Takaro. He died of myocardial infarction 5 years ago.
I knew he was in here.
What? What is going on here? Do you know anything about this
Oh, you like Odoroki?
Yes, actually. I was hooked.
My Ota loves them too. When he was younger, he used to collect all the stickers. He was the best. Last night? What time?
Before 10 p.m.
Oh, I was already asleep by 10.
You were sleeping? That can't be.
Ota.
That's weird.
She
You
do
left
some
the
sort of
diner to
hypnosis
chase
on
after
people?
Ota and Iris. I saw the whole thing with my own left eye.
Left eye? Not both your...
Well...
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't go in. I was asleep. I was dreaming.
Dreaming?
Yes. A very... It was when my son had just started out. I had Ota run an errand for me. And he was... My husband said it was nothing to worry about, but I couldn't I found him at a traffic signal. He said he couldn't come home because the signal was still red. But it was one of those crossing signals you have to pull. That boy didn't even notice it. So stubborn. So, that's my Ota. He was so cute. I couldn't help it. Packing? What?
I thought you came here to pack some of Ota's things for his hospital
Ota? At the hospital? My boy's fine. You shouldn't say things like that.
Date, I noticed something. Can you look at Mayumi with the thermal imaging Do you see it?
Part of her brain is blue.
That might be due to low blood flow in that part of the brain.
Which means...
Mayumi has an illness. I have checked her hospital records. For the past 6 years, Mayumi has been suffering from dementia.
I don't know about you, but I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
Dementia.
found out she got dementia.
Symptoms vary considerably, but Mayumi appears to be afflicted by memory. She seems to be missing memory.
I see. So that's where those weird comments were coming from. Can she run a diner like that?
It isn't running.
What do you mean?
Matsushita Diner has been closed for 8 years. Matsushita Diner is near the Kabasaki district. It is not technically within the restricted area. However, after the chemical plant explosion, the number of potential customers must have dropped considerably. Before the accident, this diner managed quite well due to its proximity to Bloom Park. Patrons from Bloom Park would often eat here, being the cheaper option. But Bloom Park closed 8 years ago. The customers stopped coming, and then...
Does Mayumi not notice that the store is closed?
I do not think so.
Because of the dementia?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Well, is that all? I have to start preparing for the dinner shift.
Date, let's go. It's better that you leave things be.
You're right.
How did you get in?
Hopped over the fence.
That's trespassing, you know.
My baseball landed in your backyard. I was just trying to get it back. No. It's this girl. Cute. What was that?
Nothing.
You just said cute, didn't you?
I did not.
You did.
Did not.
Did?
I said shoot.
Why would you say shoot?
Look, I said I don't know her, all right? I don't know anything. Even if I did, I couldn't tell you. I'm sworn to confidentiality. Congressman Sajima was at home all Friday and Saturday.
How about from last night until this morning?
He was in his bedroom, rest.
Can you prove that?
My word should be enough.
Aiba, are there any security cameras in the mansion?
There are several, but for some reason, they are all powered off. There is no image data for the past few days.
Really? That's too suspicious to ignore.
It's not a big moss ball.
Well, why is Reika from the Cabaret Club over there?
That's a lantern. It doesn't look anything like her.
Who?
Reika from the Cabaret Club.
Here, sleeping, of course. Why? What happened?
Did you not see the news?
No, I've been reading a book. I don't know what happened, but whatever it was, I had nothing to do. I don't. Who is that?
This girl. Do you recall seeing...
No, I've never seen her.
I detect no noticeable rise in So's body temperature.
This guy's a politician. Lying is his job.
Well, true.
I told you yesterday. My relationship with them is perfectly legitimate.
Hey, Aiba. You were still in the middle of the story about So selling and buying the Kawasaki land.
Oh, we can continue that later.
Are you finished here?
I'm just getting started.
You won't get anything, no matter what you ask. So Sajima has nothing to do with you.
It's my job to decide that. Not...
Okay. I didn't want to get rough. But if I need to, I'll feed you to the koi.
I'd like to see you try.
Date, he's not all talk.
What?
Check his body.
Oh, check his body, eh? Oh shit, he's got a gun.
This guy has a handgun.
It is, of
This
course,
is super
real
weird
and
because
loaded.
we live in Japan where these are illegal.
Yet I carry a gun with me all the time. That's
It's not, no, that's not a gun. It's an evolver.
an evolver.
Evolver. It's like a revolver, but evolved. It's technically not a gun.
So you're carrying, huh?
What are you talking about?
Don't act dumb. I should have you arrested for firearm violation.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The gun you have on you.
I don't have a gun.
I know that you do.
You got a way to prove it?
I could search you.
Oh yeah? How? You need a warrant for that.
Are you finished? If you are done here, I'd like to ask you to leave.
Date, I don't believe we can accomplish any. It's better for us to return to HQ.
This is why I hate politicians.
Yeah, you can see it right in your holster. It's pointing. You have it pointing the wrong way, though. It's pointing straight at your dick. That would have get him to move it.
Are you okay?
Date.
The nurse told me you were here.
Yes, just resting. Iris's surgery was successful. They told me she would be fine. After I heard that, a weight left my shoulders, and I just collapsed.
It seems that she passed out and was brought here.
Yeah, the nurse told me.
But I'm fine now. I feel much better.
Hitomi, what were you... I don't mean anything by it. I'm just doing my job.
I was sleeping at home. The police came and picked me up around 4 a.m. That's when I heard about...
Her testimony matches what was in the investigation material.
The cops came to pick her up around 4?
Correct.
How long does it take to get from Hitomi's house to the warehouse?
20 to 25 minutes by car.
And the polar bear ran out of the warehouse at around 3:15?
Correct.
If you're fast, you can just make it.
Do you suspect Hitomi?
Not necessarily, but...
Iris lost her left eye. They haven't found it yet. If the optic nerve and blood vessels are intact, they told me they might be able to restore... But when I was young, I lost Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends. While I was waiting for news from Iris' surgery, I started thinking about Monica. And I felt like I was going to lose my mind.
That must have been very painful.
Yes. I am so thankful. No. Ota saved Iris, didn't he? I heard the police talking about it. If Ota didn't go to the warehouse that night, Iris would be dead.
Not staged.
It's frustrating that there isn't a bigger word for thank you. So, Sejima?
Yes. We believe they might know each other.
I don't think so.
Isn't so her father?
Ota was actually one of my students. I was his teacher in elementary school. Even back then, he had such a strong sense of... Not that I'm one to say, but... I believe he risked his own life to save someone. His mother must have raised him.
Sorry for asking you so many questions at a...
No, it's fine.
I should go.
Alright, time to head home. Should probably check up on that roommate I ditched. How pissed do you think she will be?
Pretty pissed.
Hey, Mizuki, could you take a break? I want to ask you something.
Put down those fucking 25 kilogram weights. So she's got 100 kilograms on there, so not including the bar.
Although she is using her core, not just her arms, so...
It's still 220 pounds. She does not want to talk to you.
Listen, I get it. Yesterday, I went to meet up with the Yakuza gang, the Kumakuras. Remember Mama said Renju had some connection with them? So I went to question them. But of course, I couldn't take a little girl with me. You understand, right?
She fucking flings it at you.
I'm not afraid of any Yakuzas. I'd make their hearts stop beating in 3 seconds.
Girls shouldn't talk like that.
That's awfully sexist of you. This is why no one thinks you're attractive.
I'm attractive.
Uh-huh, keep telling yourself that. That's why you haven't had a girlfriend in 4...
My girlfriend is a ninja. No, she's just hiding in the shit.
Sure. So what do you want to ask me anyway?
Where's the officer who dropped you off?
I told her to go home. I said I would call her to check in.
Okay.
Why are you disappointed? Did you want to meet her?
It's not like that.
You wanted to see her boobs? I thought you were more into small boobs, pervert.
I like big boobs.
I suppose you are what they call a tit man.
Well, officer.
Okiura Fishery is a company Grandpa made. I don't think Daddy had anything to do with it, though. Grandpa died 17 years ago. Someone else is running that company now. I never met him. He died before I was born. But Daddy did tell me stories.
What kind of stories?
Back when Grandpa was in Great-Grandma's tummy, she was on a passenger ship that got shipwrecked in a storm. She had to have the baby out on the ocean.
On the ocean?
Yep. And then, Grandpa was raised by dolphins.
Huh?
By the time he was 10, he was catching fish with his bare hand. And then, Grandpa got up on land and learned language and culture and stuff. And then he decided to start up Okiura Fishery.
Sounds like a tall tale.
Yeah, Grandpa was a legend. All the fishermen and sailors respected him.
That can't be true, but there's a part of me that's thinking, maybe. After all, Mizuki herself seems superhuman. I believe her grandpa was an incredible man.
I saw the video. The one at 3 a.m. last. Ota is amazing. I'm changing my mind about that guy.
Twitch streams at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I think I thought it was on the news after that.
Iris and Ota came out of it okay. They'll both live.
Really?
Yeah. Thanks for talking with me, Mizuki. It was helpful.
Was it?
I have to continue the investigation.
Wait, you're leaving me?
I'm
coming with you.
No.
We still
Why?
needed to apologize.
I can't
to her.
involve you. This might...
It's okay, I'm strong. You know how strong I am, right? You were the one who knew how special I was before anyone.
Flashback. I noticed something strange when Mizuki came home from school.
Hey, what happened? Who did this to you?
Some kids at school, 5 or 6 of them. They said I was a weirdo because I don't live with my mom and daddy. And they teased me. And I got mad. I told them to go away and they hit me.
Tell me their names. I'll teach the little punks a lesson.
Date, wait. Adult intervention will not solve this. Mizuki has to deal with this problem.
Mizuki, come on. It's time to...
What?
I'm gonna teach you how to kick their asses. We're starting right now. Get ready.
Oh god, is this where it's gonna teach me how to
Why
actually
the
fight?
shrine?
The shrine is the perfect place for special training.
It is?
You feel better when you train in quiet, serene places like...
Sure, whatever.
First, I'm going to teach you follow these 4 rules, and you will acquire power.
Date, are you playing a character or something?
I'm not Date. While we're in training, I am Master. In a fight, you must first be victorious in your mind.
Like thinking I'm not gonna lose?
Exactly. I do the same mental preparation before going to a strip club. Before I go in, if I tell myself that they're all out of my league, the mental fight has begun the moment I put my hand...
Yeah, I see. Actually, no. That's stupid.
Mizuki, do you know how to...
Don't get in a fight in the first place?
That is a respectable answer. But no, the way to win any fight, hit them first, and hit them hard enough to finish them.
I kinda get it, but...
Of course, I'm not saying that's how you should behave. But thinking about this will make a big difference in a real fight.
Yeah, okay, I get it, but... Seriously, Date, are you like acting or something?
Not Date, Master.
Like, when you get into a fight...
No, it's... You must kill your own heart.
What do you mean?
If you are going to fight, you must suppress any mercy or emotional. If you have even a mote of sympathy within you, it will be impossible to fight to your protection. Do not think of your opponent as a man. Think of them as a target, a punching bag or a board.
Which is unfortunate because that's actually this is actual self-defense. Like, tips.
Yeah.
Just a punching bag.
He is a cop.
Huh.
I mean, he would know this.
Mm-hmm.
What? Why?
The best training you could ever have is to be mindful during your diet and exercise form a strong. And if you are always maturing intellectually, you will always be able to anticipate your enemy's first move.
I get it. But you're so messy. Does that mean you can't fight?
I have a gun. I don't need
Hark.
to fight.
The blowing of...
You can't just say something cool to avoid my question.
Anyway, practice these 4 truths.
This sounds like a scam.
Believe in me. If you do as I say, you'll be
Are you sure?
Alright, how about we do a baseline test? Show me what you've...
Huh?
Let's see. How about you throw a punch? I can guess your strength from that.
If you say so, I'll give it a shot.
First, close your eyes and concentrate.
Like this?
Exactly. Then, punch forward.
Fuck was that?
I like how they made that entire face just for this one scene.
How is that? You don't have to be nice. I know I'm weak.
Hey, by the way, did you swing back at those bullies?
No, I didn't do anything. There were a bunch of them. I didn't think I could.
I see. She doesn't know her own strength.
I suppose not.
Mizuki, let's just say I think you should be more confident in yourself.
Really?
But never ever strike your master.
No, don't hit me.
Don't kill me, please.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, you're so strong you scare me sometimes.
Well then,
No, I can't take you with me.
why not?
Because I took responsibility for you. I promised Renju.
That's not fair. Bringing up
Iris and Ota feel the same way. They don't want you hurt either. You have to understand, Mizuki. If I need your help, I'll let you know.
Really?
Yes,
Promise?
I promise. Let's go, Iva.
Where to?
Yeah, where to? Because I've been everywhere. Time to report back to boss.
Before we reach HQ, let's summarize our investigation so far. There is only circumstantial evidence linking So Sejima to the new Cyclops serial killings.
I agree, but there has to be more to it. The Kumakuras had connections to both victims. So has a connection to the Kumakura. There's a common link there. They have to be involved somehow. So also might have connections to Iris.
Because So appeared in Iris's
Yeah.
Mizuki did not have any new information. Currently, it seems there is nothing linking that
Still, something's not...
I am more interested in the hired guns that So uses. I did some research and discovered that Mr. Sejima hires substantial security. If all of his security staff are this heavily armed, Yakuza gangs pale in comparison.
Are you sure?
Is So trying to start trouble?
Gatling gun. They had a Gatling gun.
Unknown, but there is definitely more than he is letting on. Mayumi is suffering from dementia. If Mayumi followed Ota and Iris, it is highly likely that she saw the person in the polar bear costume, but...
She might not remember.
Correct. There is an important piece of news.
What is it?
The Odoroki Man chocolate found at the warehouse. Fingerprints were found on
Whose?
Mayumi Matsushida's.
What?
Mayumi bought the chocolate at the convenience store 812. This was captured on security footage. 812 stores are commonly called. 8 is not far from the Famisto where Ota stole the station.
Hold on a second. I'm having trouble keeping the facts straight.
Allow me to summarize.
Please.
The chocolate was purchased yesterday at 10:33 p.m.
That's the same time Ota stole that car.
Correct.
What conclusions can we draw from...
Unknown. All that is known for certain is that Mayumi bought the chocolate at an 8 store last night, and that same chocolate somehow ended up in the warehouse.
Did she go there and drop it?
It is possible.
Well...
Sorry to interrupt your brainstorming, but there's a...
Connect me.
Date, did you hear that Iris's operation is over?
Yeah, I heard about it at the hospital. She made it, right?
Yes, but she's still unconscious. She's currently in the ICU. No visitors allowed.
All right.
Ota, however, seems like he can talk now.
He's out of treatment?
Yeah, he's in a general ward now.
Got it. I'll head over.
I'll meet you there.
That will never not be fun. Although one of these times it's gonna trick me and he's gonna crash.
How are you feeling, Ota?
You know, surprisingly, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still under anesthesia, so I don't have any pain.
All right, that's good.
I'm on drugs.
Ota, I'm sorry to put
That's
this on
gonna
you
be
right
me
after your surgery.
next month.
But can you talk to us for a minute?
Oda seemed happy to answer. Maybe it was because she had her boobs out.
Or maybe because he's anti-Iris. Or because
Yeah,
Bob
sure.
has her boobs and is in a very short dress.
I'll leave this to you, Date. If I did, I would have told you all. I'm kind of interested in Ota.
In me?
You protected the woman you love. That's not easy to do. I wanted to meet the brave little hero.
Hero?
Little?
To me, you're still little.
Her surgery was successful, right?
Yeah, thanks to you. If you weren't there, Iris would have been in real trouble.
I'm Tessa's biggest fan. Any fan would have done what I did. It's nothing special. It's as normal as...
I think that depends on preference.
Honestly, I'm a little bit scared of my new power. When I locked eyes with that polar bear, I saw him. He saw how strong I was and got scared.
Ota's body temperature is rising.
He's embellishing his story quite a bit.
I think we can let that go.
Yeah, you're right. Oh yeah, you hit me over the head with that walk.
Oh, that was... I thought I needed to protect Tessa.
Isn't there something you want to say to me?
Sorry.
It's okay, but you're not gonna get a second chance.
I won't do it again. I swear on Ganesha.
You should swear to a god that's a little closer, kid.
Were you watching the stream? A big polar bear.
Yes, I'm talking about who was inside. Did you see them?
No. Whoever it was probably wearing that costume to hide their... That's... Sorry.
Then I'll tell Iris about your fake account. You know what happens after that, right? Everything you built up here is gonna come...
But I can't tell you...
Why not? Calm down and think about it. The criminal who attacked Iris is still out. Iris might have seen the criminal's fate. Whoever did this might come back to...
No.
If you want to protect her, the fastest way is for us to catch this guy. But to do that, I need info.
Okay. Remember when I told you about my day Saturday?
What did you lie about?
When I got to Sunfish Pocket, I saw a sign that said the place was all rent. That part is true. But after that, I said I went home, but I was hanging out in Akihabara for a few hours.
Is that when you bought your new phone?
Yeah.
Why did you hide that?
Because something happened. This must have been about 8:50. I was going to cross the intersection in Akiba, and I saw Mr. Okiura's car at the light. But when I got close, I saw Tessa driving it.
Iris was driving it?
Whoa! You surprised me!
I'm more surprised than you are. Is something wrong?
What do you mean? Hey, Tessa, do you have a...
Oh, yeah, of course I do. Not have one.
You don't have a license?
Shh! Mr. Okiura asked me to run an errand. I had to borrow his car. Please don't tell anyone.
Okay.
You promise?
Anything for you. After that, the light turned green and she drove off.
Why me?
Not you. This is what I want to do to him, like you fucking idiot.
Smack that boy with a bat.
With a woke.
With a walk.
No, is that how you pronounce it? Walk?
Yeah. With a woke.
The woke.
Was Iris the only one in the car?
Yeah, it was just her. That's what I meant by that thing. An idle driving without a license is a So I...
Does this jog your memory?
Oh.
What? Do you know something? You don't have to show me the thermograph. It's written all over his face.
Absolutely.
You mean after...
Yes.
I took Tessa in the van and we ran away. I drove for a while, then we decided to take... I parked the car at Famisto on Koshi. I told Tessa I was gonna go in and buy something to drink. I got out of the car, but then I heard Tessa... Oh, to help! I ran out of the store as fast, but the car was driving... I looked around, and I saw there was a car with its engine...
The station wagon, right?
Yeah. Before I even realized what I was doing, I didn't mean to steal it. I just needed to...
The time was 10:30. Now we know why Ota stole the station wagon.
I took the car, then drove out onto Koshu, but I couldn't find the van anywhere. I searched for what felt like...
You didn't contact the police?
I thought after...
You shouldn't have worried about that.
But that's all that I was thinking. I thought that if I called the cops, they'd arrest... I wasn't thinking clearly. I was and that's why I didn't realize it right away.
Realize what?
My phone. I left my new phone.
Why's that so important?
Because the phone had GPS on it. If I looked it up, I would find the location.
Smart.
So I drove as fast as I could to an inner... That's when I found out my new phone was at a warehouse near the water. You know the rest. Did you see me turn off the saw?
Yeah, but everything after that was off screen. What happened?
I honestly don't remember much. I remember rushing the bear, and I think I was fighting him for a while. And we got tangled up, and then, before I knew it, he got me in the stomach with a knife.
Just to make absolutely certain, you didn't see who was...
No, I didn't.
Voice? Body?
Nothing. Sorry.
Anything at all you can...
I'm sorry, I told you I can't think of anything else.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Date, look.
Oh, come on. After all this, what is he trying to hide?
Saturday at 6:15 p.m., Ota saw Iris and Renju together. They were leaving the Sunfish Pocket building. 2.5 hours later, Ota witnessed Iris driving Renju's car. What are your thoughts?
This is sounding really bad for Iris.
But consider the current circumstances. Iris had her left eye taken out by a criminal who is possibly the new And if Ota had not reached her in time, she...
What is going on here?
Date, Ota is acting... I advise caution.
What do you mean?
He's had that handler underneath the blanket this whole time. You little monster, I thought you were masturbating.
He's holding a knife.
Why does he have that?
In any
Why
case,
does he
you
have
know
a
what
knife?
you have to do now.
I know.
You're in a hospital bed. Where did you even get it?
It's probably his mom.
Uh-oh. It is
Let
not.
me go! Let me go!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Shut up! Just let me go!
Boss!
Sleeping gas. Now you've done it.
Why do you
I
have
can't
that?
question him like this.
But you can still get information.
We're gonna
Inside his
kidnap him from the hospital? Kidnap another person from the hospital?
Kidnapping's illegal. We are borrowing him. Which is less illegal.
Dante, as you know, the limit is 6 minutes. Please, do not go over it.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah,
Won't be a
whatever.
problem. But, are you sure this is okay? Ota just came out of surgery.
If anything happens, I'll take responsibility.
But,
It's fine. Just get it done.
Good enough for me.
I'm good. I don't care. I'll just work here, dude.
It's a box! She's in a box!
If it fits, I sits.
Can you please take me with you?
No.
As long as I have Wi-Fi, I don't need anything else.
sorry, we can't have pets.
Cold-hearted old man.
What is she going against?
Is this the cold storage warehouse?
Seems to be.
Not a manga cafe? Or an otaku
No, but a warehouse is a commonly used location in live-action drama.
You know a lot.
Predicting this, I did some research on Ota's take.
I see. By the way, are you smaller?
Either that, or everything else is bigger.
Hey, that's...
It's got that outline so you know he's evil.
Iris is about to be...
Stop right there! The heavens call. The earth cries out. The crowds roar. Hold on, Tessa. I will save... Yeah!
Hooray.
I will protect Tessa!
Is this from the stream we saw earlier?
This is Ota's memory. It appears to be a bit...
Alright, let's help reproduce the memory.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Before I find out what I actually like set up.
Repeat the memory. We'll find out.
Judy.
Three. Four. Reproduce the fiery battle between Ultra and the polar bear.
Curse you, polar bear! I will vanquish you! But if I rush in, I'll slip on the ice and fall! Like this.
Called Wolfen.
Ah! Ah!
Why would you fall forward?
Damn it! If I go in like that, I'll have nothing to show for it! All of them.
I don't know what that was exactly, but the knowledge you gained might be useful.
I did not want to use my local storage space for this.
Charge forward. Secure the route.
The ice on the floor is slick.
Where you can press triangle to see what it is to touch.
A forklift.
What's that first one?
Yeah, push, sorting, and pray.
A machine used for cutting.
Turn on. No. That's literally like all of your time.
The forklift. The tire is frozen.
So you need to get rid of the icy floor.
So I need heat.
A forklift.
Which...
The door. It won't open. We need to do something inside the...
I ain't gonna close to what I need.
A forklift. Here we go! Ugh, no good.
Guess there's nothing we can do.
Cars are meant to be driven.
Yeah.
You have 3 minutes, Dante.
Iris is on the...
Go to the icy floor.
The ice on the floor is...
I don't want to waste this one.
You better choose the right one. How do you get rid of ice, Kristen?
By heating it up.
Just pick one.
This is for Dante! This is for Dante! This is for Dante!
What did the ice do to me?
Those who don't fight won't survive!
All you had to do was interact with the ice. All 4 of them would have
I hate you.
worked. Why me? I'm not the one who did that.
Damn! He's too strong! It sucks, but this is war after all! Tessa! May the glory of victory be?
It's over.
I suppose we have no choice but to find the glory of victory.
Alright, so it's telling you to go to escort to these other places. I'm just going to tell you which one to do. One of the plates. The ones you were just saying.
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
But then, something strange happened.
What's happening? Oh, that's bright.
It's an A.
What is this?
For A set.
Options! Tessa!
What the fuck?
I would have died already. Next time, he will get me.
So why is there a fork in the road?
Don't worry about it.
No! I will fight destiny and win!
So he says.
I'm the one who has to help him.
We have to make Hero of Justice Ota fight back and look cool doing it.
Alright, so that box fell down.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry!
I saw where the eye... It'll appear right there. You see that sparkling between the plates?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I need to go look at it?
No, not yet. That's where it will appear.
A wooden box.
Remember that you are small.
So I can only investigate it?
I'm saying you probably won't be able to do anything physically demanding.
Only a wooden box.
I see.
Either that, or the Pandora's box from Mars.
Doubt
A wooden box.
Perhaps you could move the box.
A wooden box.
Push it over to Ota.
It doesn't move.
What's in it?
A small wooden box?
There's a box inside of that box.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
Do you have anything nearby that could move a box, potentially?
A forklift.
This one's kind of dumb, so I'll just say it's sorry.
What? Sword?
This is Ota's world, right? Your role in this dream is to assist Ota in his fight against the polar bear.
Lousy Ota. Thanks to him, my image as a cool intellectual has been destroyed. All systems green. Synchronization rate, 6%. Now, cargo handling car. Forklift. Sortie!
Red eyes.
Hey, forklift! Fork over that weapon now!
I hate you.
Make you look a fool.
I can't stand.
Of course
Help
you
Iris
can't.
like that?
We have no choice but to have Ota do it. We need him to
Alright, Ota, stand the fuck up.
Ota is still down.
Well, you don't get to know how much time it takes.
Ota will feel the worth of Iris's peace when he grasps it.
The ghost inside me whispered. That's right. I can't run away now. I can't sacrifice Tessa. Awaken the soul! There!
It was Mama.
How dare you make me bleed my own blood?
So Mama did it.
Wow, you actually managed to do it. 2 seconds remaining. Ota, why did you dream the polar bear had your mom's knife? Got any answers?
Sorry that I had to get rough with you, kid.
Seriously, dude?
So sorry, Ota. Date told me to be the bad cop.
I did not.
Temper, temper.
Whatever. Anyway, Ota, I have some things I want to ask you. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Let me get right down to it. Your mother, Mayumi Matsushita, was at the warehouse, wasn't she?
What are you talking about?
Was she there?
Why would she be? That happened at 3 a.m. She was at home asleep.
Then why did we find evidence at the crime scene?
Evidence?
Sure, it might not prove she was there, but it makes it likely. The evidence is...
The chocolate?
The Hodoroki man.
The same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage where...
So? That doesn't prove anything.
Mayumi's fingerprints were on the package.
What?
You have a bad poker face, Ota. Your reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the packet.
Mom isn't the killer!
I didn't say that she was. I'm saying that she was at the scene. And so were...
Wait a minute. Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when I could tell it wasn't my mom, even through the cost. And no matter what happened, there's no way that my mom would
Why are you covering for her?
Covering?
That's why you're lying to me, right?
I'm not!
Are you sure about that? You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse, but you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not!
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
The polar bear dropped the weapon and it was the floral pattern on the handle were the words, Date. From...
I know.
Mom, I love you always. And she stabbed you with it.
The kitchen knife. With a Mom, I love you always. Is
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in He knows how much I love flower.
You were stabbed by that very same knife.
How do you know that? The criminal ran away with the knife. No one was supposed to see it.
I knew it.
No, my mom didn't do—
Then why did you not mention the kitchen knife earlier?
Because I know how it looks. I thought Mom would get accused, and then she would have been brought in here and interrogated. I didn't want to—
And?
Mom never liked Tessa. So maybe, just maybe, Mom hired someone to kill Tessa, and she gave them that kitchen knife. I don't know. I thought of it that way. Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just— Please, you have to believe me. Mom isn't a serial killer.
Yeah, I agree.
You do?
I do. I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped because...
She has dementia. I don't know which one.
There's a couple here. In fact, 2.
God damn it.
You can always press X to look. Go through these.
A video camera and laptop either could have been left by the criminal, but determining the owner through no fingerprints were picked up either. 2 cars were parked in front of... One was the van owned by the Ota's fingerprints were detected on the driver's seat and steering. The other car was yesterday at 10. It was parked at the Famis. Ota explained his He claims that while he was in, someone took off with the van with Iris. Ota searched for the...
Okay, what happens if I choose
Our investigation determined that Iris and the van were taken 1 minute before Ota This puts the incident...
The Matsushita's van was stolen from the parking lot of the Famista while Iris was in the car. That was yesterday, 10:32. 1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards away, Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate. She entered the 812 about a minute earlier. This was all caught on security cam. That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have taken the van. And that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also...
Phew.
However, I can't completely clear...
What?
You said it yourself. She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
But that was...
In any case, I need to hear from Mayumi herself. I need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover. I'm gonna head to Matsushita Diner.
What? Hey, wait a minute!
Don't worry. I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear her of suspicion.
Really?
Yes.
You won't...
Mother wouldn't kill anyone, right, Ota?
Thank you, Date.
She attempts to kill me.
Always Southern theme plays.
Sorry for the late night, Miss Matsushita, but I have some questions I need to ask. Could you spare some time?
I finally remembered about the warehouse. I did it. I did everything.
Mayumi?
Stop!
Huh? Why stop? Megumi committed the murder and confesses it.
I didn't do this last night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down. How are you, now that you've slept on?
What are you talking about?
I'll be honest, I don't think you're the killer. You're giving us a false confession.
No, it's true. I kidnapped that witch. I took...
Put her on the table and pulled her eyeball?
Yes.
And the polar bear costume?
I bought it through mail order.
And you were the one wearing it?
Yes, that's right.
Date, the criminal has confessed.
You got to the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
Sounds about right.
My son is under that witch's spell. merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him. Because I just hated her. Killing her wasn't enough. Well?
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed him.
Yes! With the knife I brought from... I wasn't trying... He fought me, and then... Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online...
I'm not stupid.
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in... It's more like... muscle I was able to get it working after trying... I picked them out of the garbage.
Which garbage?
It's true. I planned the whole...
What do you know about the Cyclops? We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right. Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out, same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same... So this person in the polar bear they are the new Cyclops. And you're telling me that you killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them.
You got him.
Isn't Renju Okiura the president of that awful company where the wit? He's just as responsible. Using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids. And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate. That man is the root of all evil. That's why I killed him. Renju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter! The bonds of matrimony are eternal!
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
You are really starting to aggravate me. I answered your questions, so there. Well, I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder. I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't. It changes.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular. There are circumstances that might cause selective memory for whatever reason. Her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind. This is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from
I am...
You do know that perjury is a crime.
I'm telling you, I killed Shoko and Renju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
Date, there's no point in letting this go. She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer!
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota...
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right? Date, sync with her.
No.
Computer, we're going to sync with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare-
well...
What happened?
The sync machine isn't operating to capacity. Yesterday's sync... Well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were...
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine, and now...
How long will it take to fix?
16 hours. At least.
You've got 8.
But that's impossible.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is go-
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita. We may be able to find some clues.
Good idea.
Pewter, we're counting on you for... I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That Pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Yeah, Pewter is just that kind of guy.
Hey! This is a hostile work environment!
Stop it!
Shit!
Why would Mayumi lie?
She is probably protecting someone.
But who?
Surely you know by now. There is only one person Mayumi would want to...
Do I need to go? What do I do?
It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
But Ota was stabbed in the Does Mayumi not remember?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed him.
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Before I explain, I would like to... What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new...
Impossible.
Why?
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger. She could have been driving.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven.
But forensics only found Ota's
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeve.
In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the...
That was just a dream. It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality.
Iris had her left eye. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
What?
Or even asked Ota to... Perhaps she ordered him to. In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
A performance?
Iris drove the Matsushita's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it. Either that, or she asked Ota to... After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota don't... Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off the costume.
Stay away from Tessa!
Perhaps Mayumi witnessed the entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes. But this is only...
A theory. A game theory.
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab him. It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only... It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive. Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
We can't rule anything out.
I know I didn't go Zoom, but I am very tired. Can we pause here?
Like to stop?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ota, why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her! Why?
God, I didn't realize how short you are.
Hey, stop crying. Tears all over my boots. Salt's not very good for leather, you know. Oh, he's upset he's spaghetti. Pause.
Oh, my knee.